Now in Good Morning Northwest, tragedy in Hilliard. A 13-year-old playing video games in his dad's house, shot and killed in a drive-by. What his mom wants you to know about her son.
Outside, we have an air stagnation advisory through this afternoon. We're going to see plenty of sunshine to go with that, but we do have changes on the horizon. When and what they are, coming your way.
An immigration crackdown is underway where ICE and DEA agents are targeting those in the U.S. illegally, and how many arrests they've already made. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us on this Monday. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, January 27th. Welcome to your last week of January. Wow, that was a long month. Let's get things started here with Mark Peterson and a look at our first alert forecast. Good morning, Mark.
All right, good morning, everybody. So we start off in the teens. We got 17 in Spokane with a clear sky, also 14 under a clear sky in Coeur d'Alene. The Pacific Northwest has high pressure. That's going to dominate for several days, and then we'll see a change. So with those clear skies and no air stagnation today, mostly sunny, warmer afternoons coming our way, but a pattern change is coming in on Friday. Right now, with that air stagnation advisory, that goes from Montana, wrapping all the way around through the Cascades into the south of us. Just this band along Moses Lake and Ritzville, sort of out of that, they've got a little more air movement. Temperatures this morning quite cold, 10 into Deer Park, 19 into the valley, 18 into Coeur d'Alene. We've got 13 in Hayden. They continue to cool. Again, that clear sky, radiational cooling before the sun rises. We'll have temperatures that will slowly warm up. By 10 o'clock, we should see 24, and 35 will be our high today. Of course, that sun sets and the temperatures fall. We'll be back into the teens overnight.
Thanks. This is 13-year-old Gavin Looper, an 8th grader at Peppersack Middle School, killed by gunfire early Saturday morning in Spokane. This morning, his killer is on the loose.
Major crimes detectives are searching for the person responsible. Spokane police say Gavin was at his father's house on East Heroy playing video games when someone pulled up in a car behind the house and shot through the back door. Police have not released any more information about the shooting, and as of now, no one has been arrested.
In an exclusive one-on-one interview, Hunter Bertram spoke with Gavin's mom, who shared stories of her son and a message she wants him to hear.
Gavin loved everybody.
He did. He was a sweet boy, and he deserved much more than this.
Early Saturday morning, Renee Rogers lost her middle child, her beloved son, Gavin.
This cost me something irreplaceable. He was a good boy who was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He wasn't a bad kid.
He was such a good kid.
Gavin Looper, one of 5 siblings, spent Friday night at his dad's house with his older brother, Jordan.
At first, when I woke up, I just thought everybody was joking at first. And then I just started seeing people running and screaming and crying.
Jordan told me when he finally understood what had happened, he ran to his little brother, who had been shot during an apparent drive-by shooting. He then held him until first responders arrived.
What did you say to your brother in those times?
Stay with me.
Gavin died a little over an hour later at the hospital. His mom still hasn't been able to say goodbye.
They still won't let me see him. His body's a crime scene.
Spokane police released no new information today and didn't return our messages. But Gavin's mom says the house where Gavin was shot had security cameras.
No punishment handed out could ever give me any closure at all.
Now this family mourns the tragic loss of their son and brother, hoping he hears this message.
I love you, my sweet, beautiful boy. I'll forever carry you in my heart. My baby you'll always be.
And that was Hunter Bertram reporting. For updates on this story and ways you can help the family, visit KXLY.com.
As President Donald Trump gears up for his second week in office, the White House is ramping up arrests on people who are illegally in the country.
Border czar Tom Homan joined ICE and DEA agents in Chicago, where they're conducting what they called targeted operations. Hannah Joy's at the Breaking Now desk. Hannah, what are lawmakers here in Washington doing about immigration's and the crackdown?
Robin, well, today here in Washington, Governor Bob Ferguson will sign an executive order to defend immigration and refugee rights in the state. Meanwhile, immigration officials say so far they have arrested nearly 1,000 people across the country. Overnight, the White House says Colombia has agreed to take deported migrants. It comes after the president made tariff threats on imports and other goods. At this point in the operation, fear is spreading as Tom Homan targets key cities.
It's sending a strong signal to the world. Our border's closed.
Back in D.C., the Trump administration is still taking shape. Former South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem received Senate confirmation on Saturday. She will lead the Department of Homeland Security. And Trump's pick for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth was also sworn in. This happened over the weekend with Vice President J.D. Vance casting the deciding vote. This week, the Senate will hold additional confirmation hearings that includes Tulsi Gabbard, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Kash Patel. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Kootenai County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man for an armed robbery of a convenience store in Hayden. Deputies responded to the quick stop near Hayden Avenue and Ramsey Road just before 6:30 on Saturday. Using the store's video footage, deputies identified 39-year-old Vance Groney as a suspect. Detectives arrested Groney at a home in Hayden, also finding the firearm that he used in the robbery and the stolen money. Groney is said to have admitted involvement and was booked into the Kootenai County Jail.
A 23-year-old man's in jail for leading police on a high-speed chase and attempting to steal a patrol car early Sunday morning. Happened in Moses Lake. Washington State Patrol clocked a car driving 93 and a 50 on State Route 17 near Patton Boulevard. When troopers tried to pull that car over, the driver continued to speed. He eventually ended up losing control, crashing into a utility pole. The man tried to run away and at one point get into the driver's side of a locked patrol car. He was arrested and charged with multiple offenses, including eluding police, DUI, resisting arrest, and attempted car theft. Good morning, Northwest time, 6:06.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson, who's tracking that air quality for us today.
It really has come up a little bit. Air stagnation advisory till 4 o'clock. Again, we're really reaching out to those with, really tender lungs and respiratory systems. You might feel a little tight today. We are going to see that get better tonight. We're going to have more on your full forecast coming up.
Today, Spokane City Council will hear 2 ordinances that could impact downtown businesses, all in the name of public safety. I'll explain what could change coming up.
And saved from wildfires and hoping to find homes here in the inland Northwest. We check in on the furry new arrivals in Kootenai County.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
When you get injured in a car accident, you're going to have to fight with a big insurance company
who make huge profits by paying out small settlements.
That's when you call Russell & Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
New year, new ride?
Yeah, we've been helping people find theirs since 1983.
Exceeding expectations is what we do here. Come see us at George Gee Kia, Spokane.
Make your ride the new 2025 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive, starting at just $299 a month.
Choose George Gee Kia Spokane for your new ride.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
As our winter temperatures drop significantly, we'd like to give you some tips on how to keep your pipes from freezing. First, keep the doors under your sinks open so warm air can get to your water lines. You can also keep a drip of water running in your faucets to keep the lines from freezing. If you can, turn the water off to your outside faucets. Cover them and make sure they're not dripping. And cover your crawl space vents so cold air doesn't blow in. We don't want your pipes to freeze in this frigid cold, but if you do need a plumber, call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Station 51, we have an emergency. Paramedics Johnny Gage and Roy DeSoto, please report to ETV immediately.
All right, we'll be there in a second.
Emergency.
Watch weekdays on MeTV 4.2.
Hey Raptors, we want to rent these 2 chairs for the winter. We're kind of out on being cold this year.
Glad you dig it here, but this really isn't a vacation rental sort of place.
We hear ya, but what if we put on Raptor suits and then suddenly there are 4 of us? Yeah, we'll be your nieces, Layla and Kinley. I'm Kinley, the Raptor, and I love burgers.
I love it!
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Not so sure we're gonna pull this off.
The Harlem Globetrotters 2025 World Tour is here. We're coming to Spokane Arena on January 27th and Beasley Coliseum on February 4th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com/Washington for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
If you've been in a wreck with a big truck,
you can bet the trucking company has a lot of lawyers working for them.
That's when you call Russell & Hill
to make sure you get all the money you deserve.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:10, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Today, Israel has begun to allow thousands of Palestinians to return to the heavily destroyed area north of the Gaza Strip.
It is the first time they've been allowed back since the early weeks of the 15-month war with Hamas. Their return was pushed back by 48 hours after Israel accused Hamas of breaching the terms of the fragile ceasefire agreement. Tensions also heightened Saturday when President Donald Trump said he had discussed his plan to clean out Gaza with the leaders of Jordan and Egypt, an idea rejected by those countries' leaders.
World leaders are gathering in Poland today to mark 80 years since the liberation of the Auschwitz concentration camp. Nazis murdered more than 1 million people at the camp over 5 years, from 1940 to 1945, part of the 6 million Jews killed during the Holocaust. The UN declared January 27th the International Holocaust Memorial Day back in 2005.
This morning, a woman who received a genetically edited pig kidney hit a major milestone. She has survived 2 months after her surgery. Tawana Looney is now the longest living survivor of that procedure. No previous recipient lived more than 2 months. Scientists are genetically altering pigs so their organs are more human-like in hopes of addressing the shortage of transplantable human organs. More than 100,000 people are currently on the U.S. transplant list. Most need a kidney.
11 minutes past 6 o'clock, 10-second takeaway. Frosty start out there. We've got sunshine expected all day. You're going to need your warm layers because it's going to be cold. Grab your shades. Going to be sunny, 35 the high.
Hundreds of adoptable dogs landed in Seattle, Missoula, and Coeur d'Alene over the weekend. Safely rescued from the LA fires, Paws for Life partnered with Wings of Rescue to fly these four-legged friends far from the flames in Southern California with the hope that they can find a good home here. Companions Animal Center took the dogs relocated to North Idaho. If you're interested in some adoption, we have links to Companions Animal Center and the other organizations helping these animals. It's up right now on KXLY.com. If you're looking for a new friend in your life, lots of good options out there.
Go look at them.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:12.
Today, Spokane City Council will hear 2 public safety ordinances. We'll tell you what downtown businesses could have to change. That's coming up.
And with temperatures below freezing this morning, you're probably not thinking about boating on our lakes. But it's a good thing those boat inspectors are. Coming up a little later, what they found in 2 boats in Liberty Lake over the weekend and why it's such a big deal.
And yep, it is well below freezing this morning. Temperatures in the teens. Here's a live look over downtown Spokane. We'll be back with a lot more Good Morning Northwest.
Save now at the 2025 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 30th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2025 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom, located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better and to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Come celebrate the Lunar New Year and the Year of the Snake at the Spokane Convention Center on February 1st. There'll be lion and dragon dancers, cultural performances, community resources, and activities for the whole family. The first 500 attendees will receive a swag bag, plus red envelopes with over $20,000 worth of prizes will be given away. Spokane's Lunar New Year celebration is organized by Spokane United We Stand.
Oof. Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap, huh?
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one called That's All Guys.
After an accident like this, you deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through. At Craig Swap & Associates, we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen. The home is 0000.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. It is now 6:16. Today, 2 ordinances meant to curb overdoses will be heard by Spokane City Council.
Mayor Lisa Brown initiated the conversation to establish an alcohol impact area and regulate certain aspects of downtown businesses. Allison Martinez live in studio this morning to explain what this could all mean. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. Spokane City Council will hear about 2 ordinances today. Lisa Brown's administration believes this will reduce violent crime, limit overdoses, and lessen trash on Spokane streets. If approved, the first ordinance would require all stores that sell drug paraphernalia like pipes and foils to provide Narcan, which is the medicine that reverses overdoses, for free. The second ordinance could ban the sale of single-serve to-go alcohol like pint cans and small liquor bottles. This ban would only be in place downtown and after midnight. According to the Spokane Police Department, 336 people died from an overdose in Spokane in 2024, and 30% of all alcohol-related incidents took place downtown over the last 3 years. We checked with the Spokane County Medical Examiner, who tells us that just about a month into the new year, 17 people died from accidental illicit drug overdoses so far. That was as of Friday. Now, if these 2 ordinances pass, it will be voluntary for the first 6 months and then would become mandatory if approved by the Liquor Control Board. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Okay, Allison, thank you so much.
We got a live look this morning at the Veterans Memorial Arena, looking blue, all lit up. Maybe blue to reflect the cold temperatures that are outside this morning. Icy.
Yeah, that's what the lips look like after you've been outdoors for about 5 minutes.
No kidding.
Temperatures in the teens, but no wind. That's the good news. Also, the bad news? Yeah, we'll explain. Air stagnation advisory till 4 o'clock because we don't have the wind and it's so cold and everything just sitting down on the ground floor. Anything coming out of the tailpipes or out of the chimneys is just hanging out. So we're going to see that mix out as the sun sets about 4 o'clock, 4:44 actually for the real sunset. For today, it's going to be 35, going to be sunny and cool, if not cold. Yeah, 35 is about a normal high for this time of year. It's the overnight temperatures that are really cold. Temperatures again down to 18 degrees, no real wind to speak of, and clear conditions. So stargazing is great if you can stay warm. High pressure dominates, has the jet way to the north. That's all going to change as a low starts to build off of the Pacific and starts pushing things around like the high pressure system. So that high is going to start to work its way south. We're going to see that low coming in. That is going to change the direction and the location of that moisture from the north all the way down on top of us. Really a mountain event. Lower elevations could very well see some snow and then changing over to rain into the afternoon. This is not going to be a large system, but certainly going to be a change. We are not seeing the gray days, but certainly the blue sky and the cold conditions. A few high thin clouds coming around. Tuesday looking pretty good. Wednesday looking to be mostly sunny. Then Thursday, this is when we see that next system coming in, and that is going to make the change. So 35 today for us, 36 into Coeur d'Alene. Heading to Lewiston, 40 degrees. Heading over to the west side, 37 into Wenatchee. Winthrop, 27, chilly, and that's your high today. We are going to see temperatures that are going to be in the mid-30s for the most part. By Thursday, 37 in clouds. Now, Friday, Saturday. We have a 60 to 80% chance of seeing some light snow changing over to rain. And then Sunday, we have a chance of flurries and 34 degrees. It is Monday, the final Monday of January, by the way. Here is this week's Pet of the Week.
If you are looking to add a handsome, friendly, gentle, and loving canine to your family, you need to meet Oreo. What a charmer. And yes, she is black and white. At 6 years old and a little over 50 pounds, Oreo loves to play ball, is great at treat performing, and would love to sit in your lap if you'd let her. Which, of course, she took advantage of as I was sitting on the floor trying to get her photograph. A nice yard for her to play in, and time for you to play fetch with Oreo is pretty much all she will ask for. Well, maybe another treat or two. Stop by Companions Animal Center Tuesday through Sundays, starting at noon each day, to meet Oreo and all the animals that are available for adoption. And you can always visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org to view the animals and read about the many programs and services Companions offers to our community.
Sweet girl. Just wants to play ball and give snuggles. Go get her. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:20.
Well, after losing their last two, the Zags came back with a vengeance against Portland over the weekend. What changes Coach Few made that made a big difference? That's next in Morning Sports.
Thanks so much for starting your week with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Bundle up as you're heading outside. It's a cold one out there. We'll be back with more news and weather right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Toss out the mess. Toss in the power sheet. Toss out pricey. Now toss like a boss. Arm & Hammer Power Sheets clean 3 times more small loads than premium tile detergent at the same price.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester at Parker Subaru.
Built with quality engineering, advanced safety, and off-road capabilities, the Forester remains one of Motor Trend's top-ranked compact SUVs. Drive with confidence in any weather with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Make parking a breeze with the 360-degree surround view monitor. The 2025 Subaru Forester, ready for any adventure.
See the all-new Subaru Forester at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The people of Northport slowly poisoned over decades by a Canadian smelter. How a new EPA decision should help clean up the Columbia River and make this area safer for future generations. Watch Thursday at 6, only on 4 News Now.
Clogged drains are a huge problem and can cost thousands. With Mainstream, you can prevent clogs before they happen. There's no better time than now to call Mainstream and ask about our 83 or it's free drain clearing special. For just $83, we'll send a technician to your home to clear your drain. And if for some reason we can't get it, it's free. With over 20 years of experience, the expert technicians at Mainstream can restore the flow. Call Mainstream today or visit us at mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this limited time deal.
Experience the sound, excitement, and fun of the Rod Stewart Hybrid Tribute live on one magical night at Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 20th. Visit cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
The Zags are back on track in conference play and weren't messing around in their game against Portland Saturday night. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. Offense hasn't been a struggle, and Gonzaga put up 105 points in the win. But the improvement came on the defensive side, holding Portland to just 62. The Zags are coming off of a loss against Oregon State and Santa Clara, so head coach Mark Few decided to shake things up, and that started with the starting lineup. Graham Ike and Caleb Battle were left out of the first 5. Ben Gregg had a perfect game with 24 points, going 10 for 10 from the field and 4 for 4 in 3-point shots. His 10 made shots is the most made in a row in the Mark Few era, and he did that in front of a hometown crowd in Portland. Michael Ajayi had a 20-point game that was a season high for him, and Ryan Nemhard had 13 of the team's 31 assists. It was a quiet game for Battle, no scores from him last night, but it shows again Gonzaga's depth and that different Zags are able to step up to the plate. The NFC and AFC champions were crowned yesterday, and now we know the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs will be playing in the Super Bowl 59. It's going to be a rematch from 2 seasons ago when these two teams faced each other. The Chiefs took that win that go around, and they're on the verge of history to become the first team ever to win the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. That's what Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are obviously after there. The Super Bowl is February 9th in New Orleans, and that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Whether you like it or not, those are our options.
It is what it is. Good morning, Northwest. Time to 6:25.
Well, we now know who is facing off on February 9th, and it's now time to make sure that your TV is ready to showcase the big game. Expert advice on how to get the most out of your TV settings. That's coming up next.
Plus, rain in Southern California may be a good sign for the firefight, but the rain's causing more damage in already devastated areas. Hannah Joy has what we can expect today. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What would you say to Diddy if you had the chance to talk to him?
For the first time since Sean Diddy Combs' arrest and denial of any wrongdoing, we're hearing from Dee Woods, former member of the hit girl group Danity Kane, and this morning she's speaking out to GMA.
I'm curious why you decided to speak up now.
Well, it's more of a question of why I have not been able to speak up in the past. And I would say that this moment now is a time where I feel like my experience, my truth will really be heard and actually considered and believed.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our interview with Dee Woods. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Hank used to suffer from what felt like a cold and flu medicine hangover in the morning. Then he switched to Mucinex Night Shift. Mucinex is uniquely formulated to leave your system faster so you wake up ready to go. Try Mucinex Night Shift and feel the difference.
You founded your kayak company because you love the ocean, not spreadsheets. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do.
Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Feel the power of Osteo Biflex. Taken every day, it's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days with significant improvement over time.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal Essences.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Boat Show.
Got an itchy throat from allergies? New Claritin Liquid provides powerful all-day allergy relief in an instantly soothing liquid for relief of even your most irritating symptoms, like an itchy throat. New Claritin Liquid. Live Claritin Clear.
My name is Steven, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
We haven't done anything yet.
Where to begin?
Next live, Zachary Quinto and the new Bachelor, Grant Ellis.
Watch live today at 9, right after GMA.
New year, new ride?
Yep, we've been helping people find theirs since 1983.
Exceeding expectations is what we do here. Come see us at George Gee Kia, Spokane.
Make your new ride the 2025 Kia Sorento EX Hybrid all-wheel drive, starting at just $325 a month.
Choose George Gee Kia Spokane for your new ride.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lakes or shop SpokaneKia.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. We're starting off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker. It's following the stories people are reading about online this morning.
The Trump administration's wasting no time fulfilling a campaign promise to conduct arrests and deportations of undocumented immigrants. Almost 1,000 arrests have been reported across the U.S. amid President Donald Trump's immigration enforcement blitz. In addition to enhanced targeted operations announced by ICE agents in Chicago, immigration enforcement actions were reported over the weekend in the Atlanta area, as well as in Colorado, Los Angeles, and Austin, Texas. Here in Washington, Governor Bob Ferguson is expected to sign an executive order today to defend immigration and refugee rights in this state.
Well, back in D.C., the Trump cabinet is still taking shape. Former South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem received Senate confirmation on Saturday and will now head the Department of Homeland Security. The president's controversial choice to lead the Defense Department, Pete Hegseth, was also sworn in over the weekend, with Vice President J.D. Vance casting the deciding vote there. This week, the Senate will hold additional confirmation hearings for 3 more of Trump's cabinet picks. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Today is Monday, January 27th. Welcome to it. It's a cold start to the week, Mark.
Yeah, and calm winds. We do have an air stagnation advisory in effect till 4 o'clock today. Right now, we're sitting at 17 degrees, the winds to 3 miles an hour. This air stagnation advisory is wrapped all the way around us. You get into the Palouse, not so much, all the way across Ritzville and Moses Lake, but everybody else, just not a lot of air moving, and everything coming out of the tailpipes and the chimneys hanging out around the floor level. So we do have the air stagnation today, mostly sunny conditions today, so that will start mixing things up a little bit. Warmer afternoons coming in for the week, and a pattern change coming in on Friday. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Right now, temperatures are cold, 13 into Cheney. We've got 19 into the valley. 9 Mile, you're at 14, while Hayden's at 13 degrees this morning. So just bundle up and make sure you got your sunglasses, because the sun's going to be out today. And our high today is going to be 35. That's about average for this time of year. And the sun sets at 4:44 today. Day's getting longer by about 1.5 to 2 minutes a day.
That is some good news, Mark. Thanks. Spokane police and major crimes are searching for the person who killed 13-year-old Gavin Looper. He was an 8th grader at Peppersack Middle School, killed by gunfire early Saturday morning as he played video games. Spokane police say Gavin was at his father's house on East Heroy Avenue when someone pulled up in a car behind the house and shot through the back door. Spokane police have not released any more information about the shooting. As of now, no one's been arrested. If you have any information about the shooting, call Crime Check at 509-456-2233. We have information as well on KXLY.com. In Southern California, new evidence on what may have started one of the historic and deadly fires this month.
And there's some unusual rain today in Southern California. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, it hasn't rained in SoCal for months now. So it's kind of a good news, bad news situation we're dealing with here.
Natalie, that's right. They desperately need the rain to help put out the fires, but people are worried about flooding and mudslides. Take a look. You can see vehicles are stuck in the mud, and now many streets are closed. Check out this home. It survived the Palisades fire last week, but today it's split in half from a landslide.
These slopes have become fragile. The soil that is supporting your home have all become fragile and damaged, if you will, due to the events that we've had, even when it's not raining.
Meanwhile, we have new clues on what may have started the Eden fire. LA Times posted a new video from a law firm. This firm is suing the power company Southern California Edison. They claim the fire may have started at a transmission tower. What we know so far is that the power company is cooperating with the investigation. We will continue to keep you updated. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, Kia is recalling more than 80,000 of its Niro SUVs over possible issues with seatbelts and airbags. The company says a wiring harness in a 2023 through 2025 Niros could be damaged and stop the airbags and belts from working properly.
And more of us will be cruising this year, but growth is slowing down. AAA expects about 19 million people will take cruises in 2025. That's up 4.5%, but down from the nearly 8% growth last year.
Gas prices are on the rise again, up more than 7 cents in Spokane in the past week. The average price of gas in Spokane is around $3.54 a gallon. That's according to Gas Buddy. It puts prices about the same as this time last year, just about 4.1 cents higher. Prices are still significantly less in Kootenai County, where you can still fill up for about $2.90 a gallon. Earlier this month, 2 tugboats showed up at the Spokane watercraft inspection in Liberty Lake, infested with zebra mussels and quagga mussels. Staff ended up pulling 21 gallons of those invasive mussels from just one of the boats.
Yeah, that is the biggest haul from a single vessel entering Washington since they began collecting data 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was pretty, as far as our training goes, it was much like the worst case scenario that we could see.
Though it is winter, Fish and Wildlife see a steady flow of boats coming into the state because it's cheaper to buy them during the colder months. The department also wants to remind you, if you are moving a boat or watercraft bigger than an inner tube, make sure to clean and dry it off. Also, remember, it is a law that you stop at those check stations. Now, these particular boats were coming into the state from Lake Michigan. And if the Spokane check station hadn't been open, those nasty critters could have made it into Washington's waterways. Quagga and zebra mussels are bad news for our economy, environment, and fun on the water.
Not fun at all.
Wow, good work for those inspectors. It's now 6:35.
And we're checking back in with Mark Peterson here. I know it's not really feeling like boating weather out there today.
No, sky-wise, it looks okay.
Yeah.
It's just when you open the front door and you go, ooh. No, it's clear skies. We don't have fog. Our humidity is very low. Temperatures are very cold. We're going to continue to have cool, if not, all right, we'll call it cold mornings for the week. We have a full check of your forecast coming up.
And so to come here in Good Morning Northwest, are you looking to get some better sleep this year? One tip that experts say could make a big difference when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
As temperatures drop, your heating bill will inevitably rise. And with cold weather right around the corner, things are about to get expensive. But Bill's Heating and AC is here to help. We're including a free cold climate heat pump with every furnace, while supplies last. You heard that right. Cut your heating bills in half with a new energy-efficient cold climate heat pump for free. We're the area's top cold climate heat pump experts. So don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest. We specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen. The home is 0000.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:38. Whether you like it or not, the Super Bowl lineup is officially set. The Chiefs and the Eagles will face off on February 9th, and some people tune in for the big game, for the football game, and others for the commercials, maybe the halftime show.
Yeah, well, no matter your game plan, everyone deserves to score the best picture quality on their TV for the Super Bowl and beyond. So this morning, we are teaming up with the experts at Consumer Reports to help you tackle your TV settings like a pro. Making a few tweaks to your TV's picture setting in time for the Super Bowl on February 9th can be, well, a real game changer.
Having the right settings that can make the difference between like making it seem like you're watching a cartoon versus like watching real life.
And since no one wants a cartoon version of the biggest game of the year, listen up. The first play of the game might surprise you. Trading your TV's preset sports mode for one that can actually help you score better picture quality.
We typically recommend filmmaker mode. It'll get you closest to the settings that we use. If your TV doesn't have filmmaker mode, you can try movie mode, custom mode, natural, or one of the expert modes.
With just a few more moves, you can take your TV's picture to the next level. Find a dark scene and pause it to adjust the brightness or black level.
The way this TV is set up currently, it's too dark so you can't see some of the details in the background, but as I raise the black level, you'll see details like this cloth and this cloth overhead kind of emerging from the darkness. If I raise it all the way, it gets hazy, which means I've set it too bright. So what you want to do is lower it to the point that the TV is as dark as it can be without losing any of these details in the background.
You'll need a bright scene to set the contrast or white level.
Where this TV is set up now, the contrast is actually set too high so you can't see any detail. As I lower it, you'll start to see like the clouds and the ice ridges on the mountain appearing. But if I keep going, the image gets too dark. So you want to raise the contrast until the image is bright, but you're not losing any of the detail in the background.
Then choose a warm or low color temperature so the yard lines look white and not blue. And adjust the tint to the middle of the range so the player's flesh tones look natural. And don't sweat a fumble. Most TVs have a reset option to get you back to the factory settings so you can still be the MVP of game day.
A Consumer Report says using both black and white level test patterns from YouTube can save you the time of looking for a movie scene.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great start to the week because it is just beginning. Frosty out there on some of the windows, sunshine for all the windows. Wear your winter layers, grab your shades, 35 the high today.
Well, if your New Year's resolution involves your health, here's a tip for you. Some experts suggest using a traditional alarm clock instead of the one on your phone. They say this could help you sleep better because leaving your phone in another room reduces the chances of it distracting you before bed. Experts say a traditional alarm also might make it less tempting to hit the snooze button repeatedly.
I'm in the house. Do you know where I am?
You're behind the couch. I can see your feet.
What? Oh.
Scary movies getting a reboot. The Wayans brothers are returning for a new take on the horror movie parody franchise. The original Scary Movie in 2000 had, at the time, the biggest opening ever for an R-rated horror movie and for a black director. The new Scary Movie is due in theaters June 12th, 2026.
Ooh, I'm excited for that one. See what they have up their sleeve.
Oh boy, something else. It is now 6:42.
Well, today a decision could be made that dictates the future of school sports here in Washington. Allison Martinez is live in studio.
Today, the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association will discuss trans participation in girls' sports. We'll tell you what a changed policy could soon look like coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings. See your local GMC dealer.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
No, what's this? Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
Hospice of North Idaho wants to send you on the trip of your dreams. Enter to win this nearly $5,000 travel voucher to visit London. Flights for two. Stay at a 5-star hotel.
The winner will be announced Saturday, February 1st at Hospice's premier wine tasting and auction event held at the Coeur d'Alene Resort, featuring acclaimed wines paired with the area's finest culinary delights.
Bid on silent and live auctions. Purchase raffle and wine tasting tickets at hospicewinetaste.org.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Kat Gilmore. She's the founder of the Literacy Project of North Idaho.
Kat helps adults gain access to literacy skills, unlocking opportunities and changing the trajectory of their lives.
We tutor for 2 hours once a week, and within 2 hours you just notice something just kind of clicked and you're like, we're going, and here we go.
Kat tutors, organizes fundraisers, and writes grants for the Literacy Project. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:45. School districts around the state of Washington are calling for new policies on transgender athletes' participation in sports.
This morning, the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association will hold its winter coalition meeting, where board members will discuss possible changes to those policies. Allison Martinez in studio with a look at the policies and why this issue has recently come to a head. Allison?
Participation in girls' sports is the main WIAA policy sparking conversation right now. The proposal aims to limit participation in girls' sports to students assigned female at birth while creating an open division for athletes of all gender identities. We've seen people advocate on both sides of this issue locally, across the state, and across the country. Here in Spokane County, school districts including Central Valley and Meade have joined in on the debate. Both districts asked the WIAA and state legislators to reconsider its policy during the first part of this school year. At those meetings, we heard people voice opinions that range from support for fairness in competition to concerns about inclusivity. Today's Winter Coalition meeting will be at 8 a.m. and will be live streamed on the WIAA YouTube page. If adopted, changes to this policy could reshape high school sports in its entirety. We will be watching this meeting closely today and will bring you the latest updates tonight and tomorrow morning here on 4 News Now. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thank you much.
Here is a live look outside this morning. See a little bit of lightness coming up in the horizon there as we start this cold day.
Yeah, what about 40 minutes or so for sunrise?
Yeah, just after 7 o'clock. And here's that mist is literally coming off the river. I mean, it's steam. It's that cold.
Yeah, it's not fog. It's
so cold. I'm thinking comfort food.
Ooh.
Yeah, something nice.
That's pretty typical, Mark.
Well, that's true. I think of comfort food year-round. But 19 degrees into the valley. It's 10 into Deer Park, 12 into Cheney, and 13 into Hayden. So those are your cold spots. I-90 corridor, mid to upper teens all the way across. We're going to see plenty of sunshine today. We got a few clouds out there, but not many. By 10 o'clock, we'll see 24 degrees. We'll break into the 30s by 1. Mid-30s, 2, 3 o'clock. That'll last for a couple of hours. And then we're going to see the sunset and everything get cold again into the teens overnight. By 7 o'clock, 25 degrees. That's chilly. Now, we look at what's going on around the country. Much needed rain. Unfortunately, with the scarred areas, there is flooding concerns, but they need the rain. They need to get these fires out. Into the southeast, drenching rains there with the potential for flooding, and there's snow into the Dakotas, pushing into parts of Minnesota. All is right with the world. Here's what we've got going on in the Pacific Northwest. The blue shows where the moisture is in the upper atmosphere. We have none. It is extremely dry in the Spokane area. This is going to continue for a couple of days. We'll then see that blue run, that jet stream, start to get pushed across as a low is formulating on the Pacific, pushing everything in. We expect this high pressure to last all the way through Wednesday, Thursday, weakening. Friday, some snow, starting over from snow into rain. This will be a snow event for the mountains. We could see some snow in lower elevations, a continuation of clear skies as we look at our 4-day forecast. And the computer's just saying there's not a lot of available cloud cover on Thursday. Now we start to see coming out of the northwest some of that energy directed from the jet. That will cross over us, and we will see in the morning, and we'll be tracking this for Friday morning, the kind of snow and where and how much we're going to get. Right now, it doesn't look like a lot. Temperatures in the mid-30s for here, Coeur d'Alene, near 40, Moses Lake, all the way into the Tri-Cities and the LC Valley. We'll have tomorrow 33 to 35 degrees, sunny and 35 on Wednesday. Thursday, we showed you the cloud cover 37, temperatures in the upper 30s with snow changing over to rain through the weekend.
So what kind of comfort food are we getting at here?
I think a chunky soup, perhaps, or a pasta. Can't go wrong with a pasta. Anything you put, any protein you put in it, that's comfort to me.
I know. I had chili yesterday with some corn bread.
Perfectly.
So good.
Oh, that sounds great.
I know. Thanks, Mark. Got us all hungry. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:50.
We'll be back with your morning sprint right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. An annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
The Harlem Globetrotters 2025 World Tour is here. We're coming to Spokane Arena on January 27th and Beasley Coliseum on February 4th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com/Washington for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
From the fields of the Pacific Northwest to the tables of the world, agriculture is at the heart of it all. This February, come in from the cold and join us at the Spokane Ag Show, where we meet together, learn about the industry, and grow. With over 200 exhibitors, expert-led seminars, guest host Rob Sharkey, and live music, it's a show you can't miss. Join us February 4th through the 6th at the Spokane Convention Center. Visit agshow.org for all the details.
New year, new ride? Yeah, we've been helping people find theirs since 1983.
Exceeding expectations is what we do here. Come see us at George Gee Kia, Spokane.
Make your ride the new 2025 Kia Sportage LX all-wheel drive, starting at just $299 a month.
Choose George Gee Kia, Spokane for your new ride.
Come see us off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Individuals, couples, and families, you could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now, 6:53, and it's time to get you ready for your Monday morning in our morning sprint.
And Mark Peterson tracking a sunny but cold day ahead.
Hannah Joy's in studio with details on an immigration crackdown that's underway and how many arrests they made overnight.
And Allison Martinez in studio with a breakdown on school districts in Washington calling for new policies on transgender athlete participation in sports.
But first, this right here is Gavin Looper, an 8th grader at Peppersack Middle School, killed by gunfire early Saturday morning in Spokane. Well, this morning, his killer is on the loose. Major crimes detectives are searching for the person responsible. Spokane police say that Gavin was at his father's house on East Heroy playing video games when someone pulled up in a car behind the house and shot through the back door. Police this morning have not released any more information on this shooting, and as of now, no one has been arrested. If you have any information about this shooting, you're asked to call Crime Check using the number on your screen. It's 509-456-2233. We also have the reference number for this case on our website, kxly.com.
This morning, waking up to temperatures into the teens and less as we have 10 degrees in Deer Park, 12 into Cheney, but really 15 to 19 degrees on the I-90 corridor all the way through into parts of Idaho. Our high today is going to be in the mid-30s. Plenty of sunshine. We do have, again, the air stagnation advisory through 4 o'clock. We just don't have a lot of movement, so people with tender respiratory issues could very well feel it. Our high today with sunny conditions going to be 35 degrees.
Kootenai County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man for armed robbery of a convenience store in Hayden. Deputies responded to the quick stop near Hayden Avenue and Ramsey Road just before 6:30 Saturday. Using the store's video footage, deputies identified 39-year-old Vance Groney as a suspect. Detectives arrested Groney at a home in Hayden, also finding the firearm used in the robbery and stolen money. Groney is said to have admitted involvement and was booked into the Kootenai County Jail.
A 23-year-old man is in jail this morning for leading police on a high-speed chase and attempting to steal a patrol car early Sunday morning. It happened in Moses Lake. Washington State Patrol clocked a car driving 93 in a 50-mile-an-hour zone on State Route 17 near Patton Boulevard. When troopers tried to pull the car over, the driver continued to speed. The driver did eventually end up losing control and crashed into a utility pole. The man tried then to run away and at one point get into the driver's side of a locked patrol car. He was eventually arrested and charged with multiple offenses.
Gas prices are on the rise again, up more than 7 cents in Spokane in the last week. The average price of gas in Spokane is about $3.54 a gallon. That's according to Gas Buddy. It puts prices about the same as last year at this time, just 4.1 cents higher. Prices are still significantly less in Kootenai County, where you can expect to fill up for about $2.90.
Well, earlier this month, 2 tugboats showed up at the Spokane Watercraft Inspection Site in Liberty Lake. They were infested with zebra and quagga mussels. Staff ended up pulling 21 gallons of those invasive mussels from just one of the boats. Now, these boats were coming into the state from Lake Michigan, and if Spokane, the station hadn't been open, those nasty critters would have made its way into our waterways. Quagga mussels and zebra mussels are bad news for our economy, the environment, and for our fun out on the water.
This morning, the Washington Interscholastic Activities Association will hold its Winter Coalition meeting. The WIAA will discuss a proposal that aims to limit participation in girls' sports to students assigned female at birth. This would also mean an open division for athletes of all gender identities. Today's meeting will be at 8 a.m. and will be live streamed on the WIAA YouTube page. We'll have updates tonight and tomorrow morning here on 4 News Now.
Today, Washington's Governor Bob Ferguson is set to sign an executive order. This order will defend immigration and refugee rights in the state. Meanwhile, immigration officials say so far they have arrested nearly 1,000 people across the country. Overnight, the White House says Colombia has agreed to take deported migrants. Back in D.C., the Trump administration is still taking shape. Former South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem received Senate confirmation on Saturday. She will lead the Department of Homeland Security. And Trump's pick for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth was also sworn in. This week, the Senate will hold additional confirmation hearings that includes Tulsi Gabbard, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Kash Patel. For updates on the Trump administration, tune in to Good Morning America.
Gathering in Poland today to mark 80 years since the liberation of the Auschwitz concentration camp. Nazis murdered more than 1 million people at the camp over 5 years, from 1940 to 1945. Part of the 6 million Jews killed during the Holocaust. The UN declared January 27th the International Holocaust Memorial Day in 2005.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a daredevil who drives on empty to see if you can make it? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $5,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners and lessees get an additional $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
The people of Northport, slowly poisoned over decades by a Canadian smelter. How a new EPA decision should help clean up the Columbia River and make this area safer for future generations. Watch Thursday at 6, only on 4 News Now.
All right, good morning, everyone. There is the advanced sunrise. Ooh. It's, what, about 23 minutes from now, I believe, 7:22. I know that because Robin Ann told me. You know, we've got Google, you've got Google, we've got Robin. 35 will be our high today. Winds are going to be light, and then once the sun sets at 4:44, I knew that one coming in, it's going to get cold. Temperatures down to 18 degrees for tonight. Tomorrow, warming to 33 to 35 degrees, then 35 again on Wednesday. It is the weekend that some are looking forward to. Anyone who loves to put on a snowboard or a ski, fresh snow into the mountains.
Hey, I also Googled FYI.
Yes,
that's how I knew.
Love it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you throughout the morning on GMA.